When we first started the show, I really thought we were doing a show about building cars and motorcycles for people. It evolved into a show about people and their story. It really brought challenges in the early days.
For years, millions of fans watched Danny Koker bring old cars back to life. But when Counting Cars suddenly disappeared, so did Danny from television. Soon, rumors of bankruptcy, illness, and even death flooded the internet. So what really happened? Danny Koker was one of the most recognizable faces on television for car lovers. With his long hair, rock and roll style, and deep knowledge of classic cars, he became the heart of Counting Cars. Millions of viewers watched him search for rare vehicles, restore old machines, and turn forgotten classics into beautiful custom builds. His shop in Las Vegas became almost as famous as the show itself, attracting visitors from around the world. Then something unexpected happened. New episodes stopped appearing, and there was no big farewell or official explanation that fans could easily understand. As time passed, people started asking the same question: what really happened to Danny Koker? The silence allowed rumors to spread across social media, and some stories became so popular that many people believed they were true. Some claimed he had retired, others said he had lost his fortune, and a few even shared false reports that he had died. In reality, Danny never disappeared. He simply moved away from the television spotlight and focused on the businesses and passions that had always been part of his life. His journey after Counting Cars is not a story of failure but one of change, personal growth, and finding balance. Instead of chasing television ratings, he continued building custom cars, performing music, supporting charity projects, and planning new opportunities. Looking closely at his life shows a man who remained busy long after the camera stopped rolling, proving that success is about much more than appearing on television every week. When Counting Cars first appeared in 2012, nobody expected it to become one of the most popular automotive shows on television. The program mixed beautiful custom cars with Danny's friendly personality and the talented team at Counts Kustoms. Every episode offered something different, from restoring old muscle cars to finding hidden treasures around Las Vegas. Viewers enjoyed seeing real craftsmanship instead of scripted drama, and Danny's excitement for every project made the show feel genuine. As the audience grew, his shop became a tourist destination where fans hoped to see famous vehicles and maybe even meet Danny himself. However, producing a television show is much harder than most people realize. Long filming schedules, repeated scenes, production meetings, and constant deadlines took time away from the actual work happening inside the garage. Danny later explained that much of the money and energy earned from the show went right back into the business to keep everything moving. After nearly 200 episodes, the series quietly ended in 2021 when it was not renewed. There was no dramatic cancellation announcement, which left fans confused and encouraged endless speculation online. Instead of fighting the decision, Danny accepted it and returned his attention to the work he loved most. Without television cameras following every move, he and his team could focus on creating high-quality custom builds while enjoying a more normal daily routine. The end of the show created another problem that many celebrities experience. When people stop seeing someone on television every week, rumors quickly begin to replace facts. Danny became the target of several false stories that spread across social media platforms and entertainment websites. One of the biggest claimed that he had died after suffering serious health problems because some newer photos showed him looking slimmer than before. Others shared fake stories saying his wife, Corey, had died in a car accident. None of these reports were true, but they traveled across the internet much faster than the corrections. The lack of regular television appearances made many fans believe something terrible had happened. At the same time, old news about a legal dispute involving an employee at Counts Kustoms returned to public attention, causing even more confusion. Years earlier, the business accused an employee responsible for financial duties of misusing company money for personal expenses. The case was handled through the legal system, and the shop improved its financial controls afterward. Although the incident was serious, it never destroyed the business or ended Danny's career. Instead, the company recovered and continued operating successfully. These events show how quickly public stories can become exaggerated. A single old lawsuit or a false social media post can create a completely different picture from reality, making it important to separate verified facts from online rumors. While many people know Danny as a custom car expert, music has always been one of the biggest parts of his life. Long before television made him famous, he spent years singing in clubs, churches, and local venues. His band, Count 77, allowed him to express another side of his personality that many viewers never fully saw on Counting Cars. For years he also co-owned Vamped, a popular rock venue in Las Vegas where local musicians, touring artists, and Danny himself regularly performed. Fans often visited the garage during the day and watched a live show at night, making it a complete Danny Koker experience. In 2025, he decided to sell the venue after many successful years, leading some people to assume he was facing financial problems. The truth appeared much simpler. Running a business of that size requires time and energy, and Danny explained that he and Corey wanted to begin a new chapter while hoping future owners would continue supporting live music. Even after the sale, Count 77 continued performing at different locations, proving that music remained an important part of his daily life. On stage, he brings the same passion and attention to detail that he brings to restoring classic cars. For Danny, building engines and performing rock songs are simply two different ways of expressing creativity, and both continue to play an important role in his identity. Away from television, Counts Kustoms has remained the foundation of Danny's career. The Las Vegas shop still restores classic cars, custom motorcycles, hot rods, and muscle cars for customers from across the country. Visitors continue arriving every day to see the famous garage and explore the free museum filled with vehicles from Danny's personal collection. Instead of spending hours filming television scenes, the team now focuses on craftsmanship and completing projects for real clients. Social media has also become an important way of connecting with fans, allowing the shop to share behind-the-scenes photos, progress updates, and finished builds without needing a television network. During the same period, Danny faced personal losses within the automotive community as respected builders and longtime friends passed away. He publicly honored their influence and reminded followers how much they contributed to custom car culture. Alongside his business activities, he has quietly supported charity projects by donating vehicles, raising money for organizations, and helping programs that assist veterans and other communities. Unlike many celebrities, he rarely turns these efforts into major publicity events, preferring to let the work speak for itself. Reports about future television discussions have also created excitement among longtime fans who hope to see him return with a fresh format that combines cars, music, and life in Las Vegas. Whether those plans become reality or not, Danny Koker continues doing what he has always loved: building unique machines, performing music, meeting fans, and keeping the spirit of classic American car culture alive. One question that continues to interest longtime fans is whether Danny Koker is as successful today as he was during the peak of counting cars. The answer is more interesting than many people expect. While television made him famous around the world, it was never the only source of his income or his identity. Long before reality TV arrived, Danny had already built a reputation in the custom car industry through hard work, smart business decisions, and a genuine love for classic vehicles. Counts Kustoms remains his biggest business, taking on restoration projects that often require hundreds of hours of skilled labor. Some customers want factory-perfect restorations, while others ask for one-of-a-kind custom creations that combine modern performance with vintage style. These projects can cost tens of thousands of dollars, and the most detailed builds may reach well into six figures. Beyond the garage, Danny continues earning through merchandise sales, museum visits, VIP experiences, live music performances, and special appearances at automotive events across the United States. This diverse business model has allowed him to stay financially strong even without weekly television episodes. Industry estimates often place his net worth in the millions, showing that his success comes from years of building businesses instead of depending on one television contract. That financial stability also explains why he has never seemed desperate to return to TV simply for a paycheck. Instead, he appears willing to wait for the right opportunity that matches his personality and creative vision. In many ways, Danny's career is an example of how turning a lifelong passion into multiple businesses can create long-term success that continues even after a popular television show comes to an end. Another reason Danny has maintained such a loyal fan base is the strong connection he shares with people who admire classic cars and rock and roll culture. Unlike many television personalities who disappear after their shows end, Danny still attends automotive events, meets visitors at the shop, and regularly interacts with fans through official social media pages. His posts usually focus on upcoming concerts, new custom builds, special events, and memories from the garage rather than creating online drama or chasing headlines. This simple and honest approach has helped him keep a positive public image despite years of false rumors circulating on the internet. Unfortunately, fake accounts pretending to be Danny continue to appear online, sometimes asking fans for money or promoting products that have nothing to do with him. Because of this, he often reminds supporters to follow only his verified accounts and official business pages. His team also shares videos from Counts Kustoms, giving viewers a closer look at restoration projects and daily life inside the famous Las Vegas shop. These updates show that the garage remains active and filled with talented people who enjoy bringing old vehicles back to life. The online community surrounding Danny is still growing because fans appreciate authenticity, craftsmanship, and the passion that has always defined his work. Instead of relying on television networks to stay connected, he now reaches his audience directly, creating a relationship that feels more personal and genuine than ever before. As conversations about Danny's future continue, many fans wonder whether another television series could bring him back into the spotlight. In recent interviews and public appearances, he has hinted that discussions with different networks and streaming platforms have taken place, leading to speculation about possible new projects. While no official series has been announced, the idea makes perfect sense. Today's entertainment industry offers creators much more freedom than traditional cable television did years ago. Streaming services allow shows to focus on smaller audiences while exploring unique ideas, making it possible for Danny to combine his love of cars, music, Las Vegas culture, and custom craftsmanship into something completely fresh. Rather than repeating the exact formula of counting cars, a new project could follow the entire lifestyle that made him famous, including concerts with Counts 77, special automotive events, behind-the-scenes restoration work, and visits with collectors from around the country. Fans who have followed him for more than a decade would likely enjoy seeing this more personal side of his life, while new viewers could discover why he became such a popular television personality in the first place. Whether or not those discussions become reality, Danny appears comfortable with the direction his life has taken. He no longer needs constant television exposure to stay relevant because his businesses, music, and reputation continue attracting loyal supporters who appreciate his work and personality. Looking at the complete picture, it becomes clear that the story of Danny Koker is very different from the rumors that have filled the internet over the past few years. He did not disappear, lose everything, or walk away from the automotive world. Instead, he adapted to a new stage of his career where television became only one part of a much larger life. He continues restoring classic cars, performing with Count 77, supporting charitable causes, attending industry events, and welcoming visitors to Counts Kustoms in Las Vegas. His journey also offers an important lesson about how easily misinformation spreads online and how quickly silence can create false stories. Many of the headlines claiming bankruptcy, serious illness, or personal tragedy gained attention simply because people stopped seeing him on television every week. The reality is far more positive. Danny remains active, creative, and deeply connected to the passions that first made him successful long before reality TV cameras entered his garage. Whether he returns to television or continues focusing on his current projects, his influence on custom car culture is already secure. For thousands of fans, Danny Koker represents more than a television host. He is a builder, musician, businessman, and lifelong enthusiast who has stayed true to himself through changing trends and public attention. His story proves that real success is measured not by how often someone appears on screen, but by the lasting impact they leave on the people and communities that share their passion. Danny Koker never disappeared. He simply returned to the life he loved before television made him famous. While the cameras stopped rolling, the engines never stopped running. Today he continues restoring classic cars, performing rock music, meeting fans, and proving that true passion doesn't depend on television ratings. If you enjoy celebrity stories, automotive history, custom builds, and behind-the-scenes documentaries, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.